Hello everyone, I am back. I am sorry if I am a little bit weirder than I usually am. I recorded this whole video and I was about to start editing and I finished editing it and I listened to the whole thing and realised I didn't have any audio from my microphone. So I've just wasted like 4 hours of trying to learn how to use the software and editing it, and yeah. So I've had to re-record the whole thing again. So, this muscle car... Damn, that's... my frame's gone. This muscle car was my inspiration. Because I saw Scrapman see this on his best builds. And I thought, you know what? I can try and... not copy the engine, but try and use this. Because all I used was this... part, the actual way to get the power to the back, the crankshaft, and the actual what is it? The actual gears, and that was it. Everything else I've done by myself. So this was the inspiration, which I am giving full credit to them because I didn't do anything. I'm not going to pronounce that because I'm probably going to butcher them. Vanguard, Epic. Probably somehow spell? See, I'm tired. I've probably somehow said that wrong. This is engine 2. And this is... let me find it. Where is it? Let me go through all of my... car with engine. So this is the first one. Everything's virtually... actually, I'm going to put that on the left. Everything's virtually the same with 1 and 2. Let me flip this bad boy over. There we go. Right, so we have the gears that go to the crankshaft, which I'm using a piston to actually go through the solid object, which then goes to the back, which then goes into this. I don't know what you call this, but it makes it so the rotation can be changed directions and not affected or just completely stop. And then that will then turn this back wheels that will then move the back. So it's rear wheel drive and it's got steering, which is just bog standard steering. And there is no engines in here. I'm not using any mods or anything that will put a block engine that I can use in here. Yeah, I can just drive. I love this. I love this little engine. It's not the fastest in the world, but I thought it was pretty quick. But then, or compared to what I'm used to making, because my first one, we're not going to need that one. We need save frames. The first one I used or made was this one that was what, 4 months back, and it's a 1-to-1 gear ratio, which just moves the rear wheels, and the engine's already facing at the back, so it's none of this gear ratio stuff. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so however quick the engine spins, oh, the frames, however quick the engine spins is how quick the wheels will spin. But this is the second one, which has some problems starting up, but once it starts up, it just goes. But there is no left or right controls. It just goes forward. I can't really change where it goes. So right now, it's probably going to hit that tree. Yep. But this one has a lot more pulling force, and I'd say it's a little faster. I did do a race, and it's slightly faster. But again, sometimes it will randomly just stop, which I am a bit bummed about. But it's not perfect, but it works. But this was only my little bit that I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you the actual star of the video, and I'm going to need to get into water quick, and I'm going to... So I'm actually going to spawn in both of them, There's two of them. There's like one difference between them. So I'm gonna start with actually I'm gonna start explaining what the premise is of the movie in case some of you haven't watched it. So there's a movie where this pilot who worked for the I think it was the Italian Air Force, since it's stated in the movie that he abandoned the Italian Air Force, and he eventually got turned into a pig from a curse because he lost faith in humanity. And this is his plane that he flew, which no one else can fly because of the the dangerous and unpredictable nature of the plane. So let me start off with this one. So this one is the actually this is the same one twice. What am I doing? Yeah, this is the first one, right? Yeah, so this is the first one. The problem is in the actual movie, it's only on the bottom where it has these colours, but unfortunately, oh, I'm getting stuck on everything. Unfortunately, it only works on the bottom side. The propeller isn't actually a propeller; it's just metal bars or pipes. Sorry. There should be a symbol here, which I couldn't actually paint like a detailed symbol. I could like. That just would look really bad in my opinion, so I just didn't do it. I'm probably missing like a couple things. Yeah, the pontoons aren't actually in the red shells. I didn't think there was a real reason to add that. And this one was the one that was made was the original one that starts off the movie, and it has 2 guns, nothing special. It flies the exact same. But this one is the one that was made by Theo. I think that's her name. I can't remember. That was made by her, which, if you remember in the movie, she comes along with Porco to help with the plane, since there might be a couple of things wrong with it. I actually need to take off one of those on the guns, because there's only one gun when she's actually in it, because she takes one of the guns out. And yeah, so this seat doesn't do anything. It's just there for visual aesthetics and accurate to the movie. So let me go through the tutorial for anyone who wants to use my creation. So we have 1, which is up. 2 is down. Problem with down is you have to already be facing down to use down. If you are facing up, it will not work in down. I don't know how to fix it, and to be honest, I can't be asked because this took way too long. I watched the movie twice before I ended up being able to actually... Wait, no, yeah, twice and a half to be able to actually get this. The first time was to get the main thing down. The second time was trying to... Like, I thought it was complete, but I made the first one. It was way too heavy, so this is actually a slimmer one. And then the last time was to double check all of the flight controls, if I was missing details and stuff. I probably still have missed details, but yeah. 4 is the gun button, and 3 is the go button. So when or switch, you press 3, and they do say in the movie that it struggles to get off the water. My one doesn't. That much, but you can hold 2 to keep the aileron, the ailerons down. But then you can even just completely let go of anything and it will automatically come out of the water. And it's really, really fond of pulling up. Which I'm not the biggest fan of, and there's this atrocious racket you get, which I'm actually gonna treat you guys by turning down halfway through flying. Don't do that at home, kids. Yeah, it flies pretty well. It's not the most nimble thing in the world. Let me turn off the engine. And so It does float on the water. It is barely floating though. You have to, there we go. Now it's actually up. So I was going to make the Americans plane, which is Donald Curtis, which is a biplane. Wait, no, yeah. Is it biplane? Yeah, no, bicycle, 2 wheels. Yeah, no, biplane, yeah, because it has 2 wings. Which is a biplane, which is your just bog standard biplane. Everyone's seen a biplane before. But the problem is it was, let's just forget that this engine's here. It's the exact same as this, but it has wings down here. And we have these legs that go at an angle down, which have the pontoons. And my problem is it going to tip whilst it's even floating? I don't even know how I'm going to make this thing fly, and how on earth it kept up in the movie with Porco Rosso's one, since, well, I'm not a pilot of any kind, but it was literally ripping apart the shed. So, and his one has these massive pontoons on the bottom, but so does Porco's. So who am I? I'm not a pilot. I could make the Seaplane Pirates one, which is the Bubba Oyuta gang, but the problem is that one is massive, like absolutely massive, which I don't even know how I'm even going to start trying to get off the ground. But yeah, so that's my plane. You can also move it by just hitting it because it's that light. But yeah, that's the plane. I really enjoyed making that plane, and no promises, but I probably am gonna do Donald Curtis's one, but it might not fly, so I might not make the video. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, everyone. And I guess I'll just see you guys next time. See ya.